Hi, this is Robert, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to create an Alexa skill with Conducttr. So, once you've registered as an as an Amazon developer, you can come in here to the Alexa Developer Console and then click to create a skill. And you need to give your skill a name, and I'm going to call mine Conducttr. I'm going to spell it like this so it's easily recognised. I'm going to change my language to UK, and then we click this one, make sure that's selected, the custom one, and create a skill. Okay, so I'm going to start from scratch, and what I need first is the invocation, so skill name Conducttr. So what you'll be saying is ask Alexa, ask Conductttr, and then your thing. So then I need an intent. Okay, so now you create an intent, and this is basically the match phrase that goes through into Conductttr. So this is like the function, if you want. So I'm going to put number of users. I'm going to create that, and then these are the things that people will say. So they're going to mention Alexa, and then they're going to say, you know, ask Conductttr, how many users do I have? So how many users do I have?
I'm not sure.
And we add that, and then you can keep going. So tell me the number of users. So give it. These are basically different ways to ask the same information. And then once you've done that, you can save it. So save. Now ultimately you'll have to build it, but what we need to do is add an endpoint, and this endpoint we're going to get from Conductttr. So before I do that, I'm going to go back to my skills, and I'm going to get, this is the skill that I'm creating. I'm going to get the skill ID. I'm going to copy this. Right. So now I've got everything I need to go into Conductttr. So create a new project, Alexa demo. So with all Conductttr projects, the first thing you do is need a character, and I'm going to add the Alexa skill. So Alexa, this might say like,
sorry, I'm not sure.
Ask Conductttr. I'm going to configure it now. I'm going to paste in the skill ID that I got, and you see here's the endpoint I need to use. So I'm going to copy this, copy, save. Okay, so that's now set up. So I go back to Alexa, go in here,
Here's your flash briefing.
endpoint, this, I paste this in here, and I need to select wildcard. So this is pretty key. Save. Okay, so that's been saved. So now we are ready. So if we go to you'll see here I've not built it yet, so let's go to intents. Okay, build, and this can take a little while, just depends. Now while it's building, we're going to go and set up our triggers. So it's got number of users, that's our match phrase inside Conductttr. So in here I create a trigger, and it's the Alexa intent trigger. So number of users. Okay, so reply with some data, and then what we need is a response, which is Alexa content. Now what you put in the title appears in the display. So if you've got like an echo display, it will it will print this, but what's in here is actually what's printed. So just obviously this wouldn't normally be static, but just for now, so we'd say the number of users in this project is 56, for argument's sake. Okay, so that is now set up. I'm going to go back to the activity feed. So it's a brand new project, nothing's here at the moment. In here it says it's built. I can go into test mode and turn on the test thing, and then you can say so you type here what you would say to the device if you had one.
The number of users in this project is 56.
So you know it's working because you can see the information here, and if you scroll down, this is what you would see on a display interface. And I happen to have an Alexa here, so I can ask her, Alexa, ask Conducttr how many users do I have?
The number of users in this project is 56.
Okay, so now let's say we want it to actually do like proper dynamic information. So let's go here. I'll create a project attribute. Oops, I'm going to go to attributes, project, to say number of users, and make it an integer. So let's say the default is 12. I mean, it seems a bit weird, but close. Just so we don't have to set it up. So in here then, instead of 56, this would be a dynamic variable. Project dot number of users. And now the response we would expect is just going to copy this, is 12.
The number of users in this project is
so
12.
It's pretty, as you see, it's pretty easy to set up, and you know, there's all sorts of things you can do. All of the normal Conducttr stuff works. So let's say, for example, where's the content table? Is the content table here? So let's add audio. Okay, so I've created this audio file.
Aye, look lively. I've turned away from the horrors of the West.
And okay, so then if I go back to this, down here you can say attach audio. I'm going to attach the poem, and here, so if we, oh, it's still in my, yeah.
Aye, look lively. I've turned away from the horrors of the West,
and
I'm looking towards the east, the once grotty part of London that's now filled with hipsters and technology. The sun rises in the east. Maybe tomorrow will be a better day for London.
So there you go. So that's as easy as it gets.